Energy Report. Let's take a look and see what's going on with y'all, Virgo. I am going to try and get all the zodiac signs done today. We'll see how that works out. But we're halfway done, but we'll see. We'll see. Got to break it up a little bit with some clients. But I figured it'd be a good New Year's Eve thing to do. A look into next week. Let's take a look and see. Ooh, one more shuffle, she says. All right, here we go, Virgo. Ooh, the Lover's card, 7 of Swords, the Emperor, 5 of Swords, and the Knight of Coins. So some new beginnings I'm seeing. Relief is one of the themes here. A little bit of relief. Taking direction and some leadership in regards to your money. You have this card in the center, though, the a little bit, I would say, distrusting of the weather. So kind of like, you know, we've all gone through the big vid, right? We've had the plague. And there's this sense of pragmatism that we have toward things nowadays that I think we just can't undo, right? It's just, I don't know. We'll have to see. That's the center of your reading, is this 5 of Cups. Now, 5 of Cups has a little bit, Cups has to do with emotions. So it's like how we feel about this. Let's see. Let's talk about your major cards before I go into the overall view of this. You have the presence of the Lover's card. You have the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the Moon card. So in essence, the moon is our emotions. The moon is Piscean, so our instincts, our intuition, etc. We also have fear, right? So this is the worry, the thing that we're worried about moving forward. And that's in the very center of your reading. Look, this is the 5 of Cups. I call this the Loch Ness Monster in this deck. Now, mind you, I know I teach tarot, but each deck has its own personality. And in this one, it's just that pragmatism, the little bit of something's off, and you want to vet something before you make a decision here. With the Moon card, I want you to think about going to the dentist. It's something that's necessary and that's required of you. You feel like you know what it's like to have to move forward, but there's a little bit of healthy respect for the details here. We have the Magician card, which is Mercury, the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter, for those of you that are astrologers out there. So Jupiterian luck, right? Let's never forget that the Venus is luck as well. And you have a lot of these cards in regards to your money with the Knight of Coins. So you have this renewal and new beginnings when it comes to your money. I'm also seeing some cards, and this has been theme of the week for the last 5 videos that I've done. You guys are halfway, right? But what I'm seeing is strong boundaries coming up where we're getting more exact with what it is we say we want. Because I said I would, because I said so. That's the Queen of Swords. You guys have heard me talk about this many times in readings. Well, I'll call this my bitch card. Setting boundaries sometimes when people aren't used to it. The first thing that goes, well, that's rude. No, I don't want to go to Starbucks. Well, that's rude. Well, no, I just don't want to go to Starbucks. Why you're taking it personal is another story, right? But the Queen of Swords is about leaving things behind and just being very exact with what we say we want. Emotionally, I will say that I feel like Virgo is feeling as if things are moving too fast. You've got the 8 of Cups. This is about moving forward as well, like coming down along the path. So the evolution is in here as well. The reason I was bringing up Venusian stuff is the Queen of Coins. So this is about mastery, right? With the Emperor, directness, and the Queen of Coins, you know, working on our money. I will say with the Knight of Coins and the Knight of Swords, there's a little bit of impulsivity that had gone on. Maybe it was over Christmas or spending for the holidays, etc. But you're reining that back in with the presence of these 2 leadership cards. So there's a new beginning for you. You're like, all right, let's start over, or let's double check, keep an eye on things. If you find yourself a little bit more chatty or more expressive, I see conversations of all kinds around you with the Magician. So this is communication and discussions. The only thing that I would have to say about the communication and the discussions is it's right next to the Knight of Swords. If you're overtired or you're stretching yourself too thin, this could feel a little edgy for you. But vet your information. If you're feeling as if something doesn't add up, sit back and do the math again. And if it feels like it doesn't add up, then sit until it does, or say no. That's that Queen of Swords. We have the Five of Cups. If it doesn't look right, doesn't feel right, trust yourself. The Moon card is here, and our emotions and our senses and our intuition is heightened right now. So one of the things I like to say about our intuition, even though we don't have the High Priestess, the Moon is our moods. How do you determine what the difference is between our mood and our intuition? And I just got to tell you, the honest truth is practice. If you trust yourself often enough and give it a little patience and time, you'll find that you're mostly right. You may be a little tweaked off with the details, but trust your gut. That's what I have to say about intuition 100% of the time. But, you know, you're just feeling everything right now. Heightened emotions, a little bit of overwhelm, a little bit of things moving too fast for you to process kind of thing. But never forget, new beginnings and things getting easier. That has been the theme in all 6 readings, was the Six of Swords. I'll have to say that's the energetic thread that's been going between these last 5 or 6 videos. Is Six of Swords is depicted someone in a rowboat. Like if you had to go across the river on your own, you would be doing the work, right? If you get in my boat and I'm like, come on, let's go, I'll take you, it's a little easier. That looks like support. So the Six of Swords being present has a lot of energy to remind us that we're not doing this on our own, or that more support, or it'll be less work than you think it is. Like the engine's already running, just go. All right, let's take a look at Virgo moon. So moon in astrology is your setting, the sun being the plot line. Moon's also your emotions and how you're thinking. So let's take a look at your moon, Virgo. So what's popping out to me is the Devil card. So let's talk about the Devil card. All right, so the Devil is Capricorn. Okay, I am a Capricorn, and there was a part of me that was pretty resentful that that the Devil card is associated with the Capricorn, right? So there is a little bit of, I heard the police. I live in downtown St. George, and I never hear that sound. But there's a cute, I got to tell you this, so much fun. There's an old man across the street that has a really old fire truck, and he goes around and toot toots at the kids, and I did that for Christmas. So I don't know if that's that, but how fun is that, right? All right, so we have, yes, I will save it. So what I see for you in the beginning here, the Devil card being Capricorn, right? So what is Capricorn? You know, it's Saturn, right? It has more to do with the things we're obligated to, the things that were required of us, things that are vexing, right? What vexes us? Now, the Devil traditionally can talk about lies, bad habits, addiction, substances, etc. If you're letting some of that stuff go, like so you've got 6. I will say, just on an aside, that for some of you, this has to do with family. Like family's annoying because you have the Six of Cups, the Devil card, and the Eight of Wands, which is fatigue, tired of it. But with the presence of the Devil in your card, it just says that, you know, what is it you're obligated to, or what is it that's vexing you? Or are you feeling as if somebody's not telling the truth? There might even also be a little bit of energy about like some bad habits. Maybe you're setting some New Year's resolutions and you want to put some things away or make better for yourself. I mean, that's perfectly reasonable, right? Because we're at New Year's Eve. So here's the thing that I could say is Virgo is emotionally exhausted. If you look here, we've got Two of Swords. This is indecision. How am I moving? Like in between these two pieces of information, and the more information I get, the less clear I get. That's analysis paralysis. 9 of Wands for fatigue, 8 of Wands for things already in motion. So if you've got things already in motion, you know, really there isn't anything we can do about it. So what do we have to do but surrender to the outcome? You know, keep opening the oven to see if the cake is baking. You might ruin it. So again, one of the things that I'm seeing though is we have that Six of Swords in a completely different deck. So from your general spread to your moon reading, you've got the Six of Swords again. See the other individuals rowing for you. So if you can just trust the process, and then you have support here, which is charity or assistance of some kind. You have the World card for attention being on you. So maybe you know, if you're feeling a little isolated and alone, even though I'm not seeing the Hierophant or the Hermit for you, I am seeing this feeling of like there's no support, like you feel a little wobbly. Two of Swords. So in this card too, like, sorry, there's more to this. We have the World card and then the Six of Wands. So recognition and attention. So if you're feeling as if things aren't going your way, the tide is turning here. We have the Page of Pentacles for new beginnings, the Seven of Pentacles also for wait. You can't pick an apple in December. You got to wait for the process to complete in order to get your harvest. But this card's presence indicates that the harvest is close, right? We can already start to see things ripening around you. So this is a luck, harvest, prosperity card. You have the Ace of Swords, right? Indecision is killing you though. You got to stop taking in advice and trust yourself a little bit. Two of Swords for analysis paralysis, Two of Wands for juggling too much. So what is it that's vexing you? It doesn't feel like overcommitment, but you do feel a little overwhelmed, not near anxiety at all in this respect, but just overwhelmed. There's a limit. Like my best friend likes to say, if it's heavy, put it down. And I like to punch her for that, but she's right. If it's heavy, put it down. Well, you know, kind of basically means don't complain, choose differently, right? But let's pull a card for you from the divinations of the ancients and see what I was going to get the book out because the author has some really great insights on this one. And somebody said, learn your craft, stop reading from the book. So I never did it again, but I'm going to do it on the next one. Trolls, man, I swear. All right. So the card that you pulled is Footprints. So what this references is direction. In coaching, when I used to staff with PSI seminars, oh, there's two here. We used to say, you know, the footprints, like, so what's your why? If you know the direction that you're going, what your end result is going to look like, the mechanism doesn't matter. How you're going to get there doesn't matter. When your intention is clear, your mechanism will appear, right? But we have footprints, which is direction. Do you know where you're going? Now, this is one of the things that I say in dating advice when my clients come to me and be like, you know, how do I figure out if this person is for me? First of all, if you don't know what you want, you can't tell someone what, you know, how to support you in that. So this is asking you to know what you want. And because there was another card behind it, let's pull it and see. Scrying mirror. Ooh, Virgo, you guys are getting kicked twice here. So this is the scrying mirror or projection. So the question you have to ask yourself, where are you going? And are you projecting your belief system outward? So this distrust that you have for things, is that all that you're seeing, right? So projection is perception sometimes. So be careful that the lens of perception isn't through the current frame of mind, and maybe shift that, because emotions are a really big part of your reading. It's kind of why I neglected to do these readings for a couple days, is because I wanted to pull back a little bit and be careful with how I was giving you the reading and through what lens I was articulating, because I've had a really rough month. But the more I've been back to work after being sick, I'm recognizing that there's been this heavy ride for some of you guys, and I guess it's okay to speak about it. So there's hope here for you. Remember, support and things getting a little easier. Just hold the line a little bit there and be clear on your why. Find your direction. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Let me know how your reading went. Tell me where you are in the world. And please subscribe to my YouTube. You can see the picture-in-picture